LGN F1 League race. The final corner to get his first podium in Season 3.
We are here in Bahrain for the start of Season 3. Levi's on pole, followed by the two McLarens of AJP and Dom. Evan gets away well, so does Blazer. Gerald Crisp goes down the order. You can see Blazer's in the mix, and entire YOLO goes up a few places as the drivers come down to turn 1. Levi leads, followed by Dom. That's going to put Dom up into P5. It's a good move by the McLaren driver. And next up is Levi if he wants to get into P4. So we go on board then with AJP. Oh, and Ollie gets a bit of oversteer, and AJP gets the move done and puts himself up into P7. The Alpine driver, Levi, is still leading this race as he comes round the final corner here in Bahrain. Levi wins the first race of Season 3. Levi is the first winner here in Season 3 around Bahrain. It's lights out, and away we go. Evan gets a really good start. He's up into second already. AJP falls down into third. Blazer goes up, few positions, now up into sixth. Let's hop on board with Blazer's race start. Lights go out. Blazer gets an excellent start. Pulls over to the side, gets past Lungner, gets past both Alfa Romeos and the AlphaTauri. Finds himself on the inside of the Alpine driver. That's Pre just ahead in the Aston Martin. And that was a fantastic getaway from Blazer. Now he's gone onto the curb, and he's onto the grass. Pre's got it all wrong, and he's spun backwards, and he's tagged AJP. Blazer goes past and up into second place. Gerald Crisp is up in position as well. Jack now hunting down Blazer. Blazer's in second, the Williams driver, having a fantastic start as Jack says from down the inside, gets the move, but Blazer is going to go neck and neck, and now gets past again. Blazer gets his position back, but goes into the pit. Blazer is going to come round the final corner to get his first podium in Season 3. And Blazer gets his first podium this season for Williams. With Jack on pole, we're underway with 6 laps to go. Pre's in second, already neck and neck with Jack. Dom drops down to P4, Evan up to P3. All the drivers get down to turn 1 okay. Jack leads this race, the Alpine driver leads Pre. The two at the front pull away from Evan and Dom. The safety car is coming in here on lap 3. We're about to go on to lap 4. Jack has the lead of the sprint race with Pre in second. We're going to have 2 laps of racing with Jack leading, Pre in second, Dom's in third, Evan in P4, Lunger in P5. All the drivers get underway. It's anyone's race. Anyone can win this sprint race. Jack leads the Alpine driver. Jack, who won qualifying, is now going to win his first ever sprint race here in the LGN League. The Alpine driver delivers when it matters. But we're underway. Evan gets a great start, already side by side with Dom. JC, Jack and Lungner follow all the cars down to turn 1. Dom's leading this race, followed by Evan. You can see JC getting overtaken by Lungner up into P3, the Mercedes driver. Lungner's pit stop strategy was to pit on lap 8. However, he's going into the pits here on lap 1, as well as Dom, the leader of this race, also going into the pits. And Lungner goes on the inside of Harry Sanchez and gets the move and puts his car up ahead. And now AJP might fancy his chances around the Red Bull driver of Harry Sanchez. AJP thinks about sending it down the inside. Luna gets squeezed slightly off track, and now they're side by side as we go up the straight. Gerald Crisp is gaining on the McLaren driver. Luna just about stays ahead of the 2 drivers behind him. This race is heating up then with Gerald Crisp on the back end of Lungner's car. Lungner has to try and defend. Gerald Crisp gets the move. Can Lungner get back? They've got Blazer just ahead of him. Gerald Crisp goes up into P4. Lungner down to P5. Lungner and Blazer then getting close. Lungner should have the move on Blazer, and he does here on lap 9. Lungner's really struggling on the hard compound of tyres. That's the distance between himself and Evan. Evan on the fresh, soft compound of tyres here on the last lap, around the last sector. Can Lungner get his first podium in the LGN League this season? He can, and Gerald Crisp finishes in second with Lungner in third, and Lungner finally getting his first podium of the season, finishing in third for Mercedes. and you can see the Alpine driver of Levi is gaining on them. Both Alfa Romeos are slowing each other down. Levi tags it down the inside of both Alfa Romeos. He gets Gerald Crisp and he gets his car ahead of Sizzling H. Levi out of nowhere finds himself up into P5. There's a yellow flag in sector 1, but Levi is in the podium fight. He's ahead of both Alfa Romeos. It's the LGN Canadian Grand Prix. AJP's on pole with Pre blocking out the front row as it's lights out, and away we go. Pre gets a good start, so does Levi in third. There's contact with the McLaren driver as we come down to turn 1. You can see the Alpine driver of Jack going down into P16 after a collision with Ollie. Ollie's going to get a 5-second time penalty, so's Gerald Crisp and Sizzling H, as the virtual safety car has been deployed at the start of this race. Pre leads, followed by Levi. Pre might think about setting it around the inside of LJ. Can he get the move? He sends it down the inside and he puts his car up into P3. Active Buffalo gets a 3-second time penalty. LJ falls down into P4. AJP is going to cross the line. However, will his time penalties mean that Pre is going to get his first win in the LGN League? It does. Pre wins the LGN Canadian Grand Prix. It's the Aston Martin driver of Pre who wins the LGN Canadian Grand Prix. It's the LGN Season 3 Hungarian Grand Prix as it's lights out and away we go. Evan, the Red Bull driver, is leading this race, followed by Dom. Jack's in P3. Evan moves over to the right-hand side to cover Dom. Jack follows. All the cars come down to turn 1. Dom goes on the outside of the Red Bull driver of Evan. Harry Sanchez is up into P4. Levi's going up places as well as Dom swoops down the inside of the Red Bull driver. Can he get the lead? He can get the lead of the race. Dom leads the McLaren driver. Evan might fight back, but he can't. And Dom leads the drivers down towards sector 2. There's only 4 laps to go, and it's Levi who's got the overtake on Dom as we get the race start, but he has to give the position back, and that's going to see Evan get past, as well as his teammate Jack. Levi goes from 1st to 4th, and now LJ is going to put him under pressure, setting one down the outside. Levi and LJ are going to get close, but Levi's just going to stay ahead. Now Jack might give the position back to Levi, and he does, but it's Dom that leads, and Evan's into second. Evan sends it around the outside of Dom. This is for the lead of the race here on lap 17. Dom's going to defend off the Red Bull driver of Evan, or can he, as Evan sends it down the inside. Levi looking for the move on both of the drivers out front. AJP is also gaining on the soft compound of tyres. It's Evan who still leads this race. Dom's in second. AJP might think about making the move on Levi in the distance, and he does on the soft compound of tyres up into P3. McLaren sits second and third, but it's Evan who still leads this race. Evan, who's gone without a win in the LGN League for 135 days, is about to change it. He crosses the line and he wins the LGN Hungarian Grand Prix. For the first time this season, Evan wins an LGN F1 league race. We have 18 laps of action here in Austria for the LGN Grand Prix. Dom leads, followed by Sizzling H. All the cars get underway as we come down to turn 1. Active Buffalo's up into third. Dom leads this race round the first corner. JC overtakes Dom. Dom, the race leader, is now in P7. He has pitted. Ollie is now into first. The Mercedes driver is leading this race here on lap 7. Dom is going to cross the line to win his first race here in Season 3. Dom wins the Austria LGN Grand Prix. We have a brand new winner for the 3rd race in a row. It's the McLaren driver of Dom who wins the LGN Austria Grand Prix. The drivers are under formation lap conditions here in USA, and we're about to get underway. We're underway in USA. Pre has the lead of the race. Dom's in second. Levi sends it down the inside of Ollie and gets the move done. Next up will be Relic. Levi started lower down today in P9. If he gets in the top 3 today, he will be the driver's champion of this season, but he'll have to go through the field. Pre is going to cross the line and wins the LGN F1 USA Grand Prix for only his 2nd ever victory. Dom finishes in 2nd, and Levi finishes in 3rd. Levi is your LGN F1 Drivers' Champion of Season 3. Just what might he achieve next season? I'm sure this is just the start.
Oh yeah, boy! That's how it starts. Come on! Season 3 champion, baby, let's go! Proving them wrong once again. Oh my God, what a race. This one's for the Levi army. Come on!
We've been waiting for this all season long. The finale, the Constructors' Title Decider. Will it be Alpine or McLaren under the lights here in Abu Dhabi? It's lights out, and away we go. And already Levi's ahead of Dom. And Jack sent it down the inside of the opening corner. Oh, he's got it massively wrong, and he's backwards, and he's hit the McLaren driver of AJP, and they've both tumbled down the order. And Levi's in first, and they've caused the safety car here on the opening lap of this race. They're free abreast, and Dom has taken the lead of the race. That's huge in the Constructors' fight, but Levi's gonna not give up, and he's gonna attack Dom. He might send around the outside. Relic's got out of the way, and now it's the fight for the Constructors' Championship. Who currently leads? It's Dom, and then Levi, then Relic. Pre's in the distance as well, and now Levi's gonna send it down the inside of Dom, and Dom's just about gonna stay ahead. Pre's made contact with Relic, and Relic is out of the race, and Dom still leads, with Levi just closely following the McLaren driver down towards the final few corners as we approach onto lap 10. Race control has now enabled DRS, and Dom is going to have to defend for 5 laps as AJP gets the fastest lap. As it stands, that's an extra point for the McLaren driver. Levi behind Dom, switches to the outside. This is going to be close. Can he produce the overtake on Dom? He can. Levi claims the lead of the race and is now leading here in Abu Dhabi with not long to go. Dom's just behind him. Pre's in third. The top 3 are very close, followed by LJ as Pre gets a 3-second time penalty, but Levi does not care. He's winning this for Alpine. AJP is neck and neck with LJ, and he's also got Pre in his sights. Can he get the double overtake? He can, as he swoops down the inside of the Aston Martin driver with only 2 laps to go, and that's going to be a massive overtake. Come the end of this race, can it prove to be a Constructors winning overtake? Levi just about leads. Dom's going to try and take it down his inside. Levi shuts the door, and as it stands, Alpine are going to be crowned kings in the LGN F1 League if things stay as they are. Dom needs to get past Levi as soon as possible to have any chance of winning the Constructors Championship. Jack is currently in P7, but he might see an opportunity appear as he goes round the outside of Pre and puts his car up into P6 on the last lap of the race. Levi comes round the final corner and the fireworks go off. He wins here in Abu Dhabi, and we just wait and see to see where his teammate Jack has finished. Jack's going to cross the line just ahead of Lugner, and Alpine have won the Constructors Championship for Season 3 Generations Collide.
Oh, I can't believe we've actually done it. Thank you to Jack. You really brought it back at the end. Oh, I can't believe we've actually done it. It's nice to start the season with a win and end it with a win. Come on, Season 4, I'm ready for you.